Hello, Prim friends. Welcome back. I am so glad to be bringing you back to my area here inside Seville Antiques. I have been collecting and finding and buying things for the last several months and just holding it all in our barn, our garage, our house. Some of the pieces I've brought in now actually from my own personal collection. And it just felt like this was a nice time to do a really big booth refresh here at the shop. And I certainly can't do a booth refresh at the shop and not share it with all of my fun YouTube followers as well. So these things are all in here now, and the shop has not yet been open for sale. So you're getting a first chance to see some of these things before the shop is actually open again on Wednesday. Again, I am happy to ship smalls. So if you see something that you are interested in, by all means, please send me a message and I'll make sure that my email address is on the screen and in the description as well. But I have been buying and putting things away, and like I said, even taking some things from my own personal collection as well. So we have a couple of the fun pig boards that I'm always looking for, always picking up. These are here in the shop now. This one has a red edge all around him. He is 55. Let me see on this one. This one is 65. The early blue nesting box. I have had this piece, close to 30 years. It's wonderful for stacking wool in it if you are a rug hooker. Nice, narrow, but deep piece. I have $8.95 on that one, but it's just wonderful with that early blue paint. Really nice size. And then a lot of this artwork here is all new, including, we'll get to this in just a minute, very, very special sampler. But here is an unusual silhouette. It's the full body of this woman who is knitting. She's wonderful. Love the Victorian chair that she's sitting in. The frame is absolutely stunning. You can even see the ball of the yarn down here at the bottom. That one is $144. Looks like she's wearing a bonnet. And you can see the lace in her sleeves. Just a really, really pretty piece. These are kind of some special pieces. They have the original glass in them. The one here on the bottom has that Adirondack style of frame. Those are quite hard to find and very dear. I have 118 on that one. It is a Currier and Ives print on the inside. Frolicsome pets with the white kittens. The one up on top, Roadside Mill, again, the early frame, early glass as well. I want to say that one is 98. This sampler is absolutely stunning. It is not an early frame. This has been more recently framed. But it is what they refer to as a band sampler, is my understanding. And you'll see two names on this one. Here towards the top, you'll see Betty Fawcett, worked age 8 in 1844. But then coming down to the bottom on their little animals up here, some birds. And down here, this saying, "'Tis not beauty that we prize, like a summer flower it dies, but humility will last." That comes from a poem written by two sisters. The two sisters happen to be the ladies that wrote Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So kind of an interesting little connection there to quite a famous child song. And then the part that's here at the bottom, Elizabeth Stevens, her name has a border around it. And in my research, and please correct me if I'm wrong or if you know better or different, the fact that it has the border around it means that that was this young girl's teacher. So just a really special piece, and it is large. I want to say this is, oh, I didn't put the size on this one. I think it's 25 by maybe 12 or more, but it is, I think, 25 inches long. Beautifully done. Came from a amazing estate that collected samplers. This is a neat box. This is just new here in the shop as well. This came out of Zor, Ohio. If you haven't seen that video about the Zor Antiques, just a wonderful, really neat community, beautiful homes. The German separatists settled there in that area. Great place to visit, but neat piece for putting some either books or calico books or some of your small pieces all together, and gives it really sort of a statement piece look. This one is $124. Gorgeous, gorgeous checkerboard here. And this one is unusual, and a reminder always also to flip things over when you can, because you may find some more information or just some neat artwork or things on the back. So this is all inlaid and beautifully done. This piece is quite heavy and very thick, and I keep thinking, gosh, I wonder if maybe there's something on the inside of it, but I don't think so. So I'm going to turn this around this way and show you the back side, and I hope that the camera is going to pick this up. But you can see this gentleman's face here on the back, and look at that wonderful handlebar mustache on him, and those beautiful long eyelashes and that hat. Here in the corner there are dates, and it does say something about YMCA champion Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and then 1889. And then below that, it also says Toledo, Ohio. And in this corner, there was something else, also a location, I believe. And Nassau, New Hampshire is also written on the back of it with some really early dates. So really fun, really unusual, beautiful checkerboard with so much history going on there. You wonder, was this the piece, was this the checkerboard that was used for those various special competitions? This one I have $225 on that. And again, I am happy to ship those kinds of sizes of pieces. Not furniture, can't do that, but certainly the sampler and all of these smalls that I'm telling you about. This is a beautiful hooked rug. I had it up on the wall. I think having it on the wall makes it a little hard for people to sometimes want to take down and take up to the front desk, but just a really gorgeous early adaptation, beautifully finished on the edges. It is signed, and I'm not sure if she dated that on the back, but it is signed. This one is done by my mom. It is done on linen and hooked with really beautiful wools. And again, that is an antique adaptation. This one is $420. And here, I have held on to these and hesitated even. These are such special silhouettes. They came from two different antique shops, and the sellers kept the original price tags with them. So 3 of them come from Fisk and Freeman. This one, a silhouette of a man, circa 1830. It is marked on the back, cut with scissors by E. Whittle. I think it was Edward Whittle, 1833. I will show you the back of this one. This one, another very rare, very special piece. This one has the mark on the back, J. Pelham, miniature painter to Her Royal Highness, the Princess Augusta. It says below, profiles in a new and elegant style, producing the effect of aqua tint engraving with beauty and softness of enamel. Time of sitting 2 or 3 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen waited upon at their own houses if required. And he is just beautiful. Beautiful frame on that one as well. This one came from more recently, probably 20 or 30 years ago, Walters and Ray Antiques in Manchester Village, Vermont. And that price from back then was $450. Man facing left in the oval gilt frame. Very, very special artist that made that one. Here, another silhouette of a woman, this one from Fisk and Freeman as well. English, 1830. This one is also signed, cut with scissors by E. Whittle, 1833. That original price tag is on there as well, $395. Here's another beautiful antique engraving miniature. Man dressed in period costume facing left, mounted on oval gilt frame on a black painted board, brass ormeline hanger. Identification on the reverse. So we're going to turn this one over. There is information on the back. I just cannot make it out, but perhaps someone else can. But this one, we know who this is. So this one is a nicely cut silhouette. I love the style of his hair. He's just has such a commanding presence. This one, circa 1830, silhouette with gilt highlights on an original frame. This is Admiral Robert Ramsay. He was born September 3rd, 1773. He died July 1854. This one, the original price on this one was $300, probably 20 or 30 years ago. And there is more information on the back as well. Looks like raised by grandfather and something Lady Marquette Graham, only daughter of the 12th Earl of Glencoe. Maybe somebody else can make all of that wonderful information out. Here is another one. This one does not have the glass on it. This one at the time was $250. Silhouette of a lady facing left, mounted in oval gilt frame on black painted board. Brass ormeline hanger. I love the hanger with that little tiny acorn and the oak leaves there at the top. This one's so beautiful with the little face. They're all very unique. This one maybe with grapes. This one again with the oak leaves and the acorns. Just beautiful, beautiful pieces. Okay, enough on those. They are very special. There's a collector out there. I just really hope that they get to the right people that really can cherish them and really know what it is that they have. This is a beautiful early antique penny rug. It is not in perfect condition, probably far from it, but it is really amazing. The colors are really grand. And it's large. I want to say it's got to be at least 3 feet across. Not missing a whole lot of the pennies. There are some that are loose. There are some that are missing. But beautiful colors, and you just don't see the early penny rugs very often. That one is $125. The other one is right over here. I have $125 on this one as well. This one may be more of a not the octagon shape or just that special kind of a shape to it. Again, they're not perfect. They're just not. But that $125 price, very much great value for what you're getting here in these old pieces. And then this piece, this also came out of my own personal collection, and I've just agonized back and forth, but I have room for something that I need very specifically, and this just isn't doing it for me for that one spot that I have. So this is an early bucket bench, but it is very unusual because it has the candle arm or candle stand here on this side. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous piece. It could be hung on the wall or set on the floor here like it is. Square nails, just very, very special piece. And that one is $9.75. I want to thank Lori. She did a big overhaul. I pulled everything down, had everything kind of in the middle. She and I were talking through, where's this going to go? Where's that going to go? She is so good at doing that. She has a couple of booths here in Seville, and I'm so, so blessed to have had her helping me, but we're getting closer here to what I'm going to be wanting to have this area looking like for all of you by the fall. So keep watching because things are going to still change a little bit, but I think we have the bones here now for what's going to happen. I do have some new import coverlet pieces here. The ones here up at the top, these are all short runners. These are 32 inches long. These are $15 a piece. They're washable. Again, they're imported, I think India, but we've got the mustard, we've got the brown and the red. Below that, I do have the long runner. That one's 56 inches long. That one is $19. I do have some hand-dyed wool. Some of it is textured, some of it is solids, but those are hand-dyed. I hand-dyed those. And then we do have a couple of I want to say these are 34-inch square. 34-inch square, those are $22 a piece. I've got a little plan for how I'm going to handle those for you to be able to hang those on hooks, but keep watching because that's upcoming. 3 wonderful wooden bowls are up here. 2 of them have the lip on them. This one does not, but it does have this neat worn spot here kind of on the side where it was probably hanging on a wall at some point in time. Some of the early clothing pieces. This quilt, this was a piece in my home as well, and I have brought it now hand stitched. Really a lovely piece. It's not perfect. You know, if you were 150 years old or so, you probably wouldn't be either. Has that nice beige background, hand stitched. Those blues and beiges are just lovely. And I love it with the little teddy bear in that really big basket right here at the bottom. Just looks like a nice, cute, cozy spot. That quilt, I have $3.95 on that one. We've kind of moved some things around. Again, Lori has such an eye for this. So this red painted tall back dry sink is now sort of in the middle, kind of acting as a wall. When the hunt board leaves, we have wonderful viewers that are coming all the way from St. Louis to pick this one up. So I can't wait to meet them. This will probably move into that spot, but now you can actually see the back. So you can see the old square nails here on this. And if you have a spot, maybe you don't have a wall for it to go flat on, like I don't really here today. But what a great way to use the peg racks then, hang it on the back and kind of create a small, another wall area for you. Great big mixing bowl here. That one is $68. I do have a early pastry rolling pin, may have come out of a bakery shop. That one is $68. It does have the brackets with it as well. It's long, very long and very narrow, which kind of makes it look that much more like a professional one. more of the ironstone. I've been bringing in sort of a mixture of the little pitchers, the corn. That one, those pieces are dear to my heart. There's a food mold here, or a pudding mold as well. And then this one is a new one here in the shop. And look at that wonderful lid with the lions kind of reclining at the top. Probably a covered sugar. And the dates, from what I could tell from the bottom mark, it would be between 1867 and 1872. This salt box, that also came out of my personal collection. That one I have 115 on. This is not an old cupboard, but it is a wonderful little cupboard there with the star at the top. I have 75 on that one. And then this Adirondack backpack basket. This one also came out of my personal collection. Has the hanger on the back here. That one is $2.75. Just a beautiful example. So trying to make sure that those were all the main new pieces that I brought in. This was another one here. It's got that early gray antique paint on that handmade boot jack. Wonderful one. That one is $68. I'm trying to see if there's a couple other things here. The little cutlery box is really a sweet one. That one's $54. And some treenware pieces. These are not pieceware, they are treenware. Here's a neat box that does have the hole in the top, so you could put a spool of some sort of string in it. That one is $78. It does have a little bit of a wobble, just by the nature of the way that it dried. Here's a little mug or a little cup. That one I just have $12 on. And I think, oh yes, our old hornet's nest up there, attached to a neat branch. That one is $68. Well, Prim friends, if I missed something that you were interested in, please just holler. Let me know in the comments. I haven't been on here in a while. I'm trying to get caught back up again with some things. I hope you enjoy this video. If you personally maybe are not a collector of this kind of silhouette, maybe you know someone who is, and it would be wonderful to have them really get to the right person and in the right hands. So take care, everyone. Hope you're coming out for the big shows that are happening, the Simple Goods and earlier times. Again, I'll be here on that Saturday and Sunday of that weekend, and I really look forward to meeting all of you. Take care. We will see you very soon in the next video.